Look at the time! It's time for coffee with Dubs. Let's brew. Ah, that's the good stuff.
There's this idea that discipline needs the perfect setup, the perfect environment, perfect timing, the perfect energy. Like you need everything lined up before you can really get into it. But that's not how real discipline works. Real discipline happens right in the middle of life. I'm out here grilling, getting meals ready for the week, doing something simple, something routine. Nothing flashy, nothing deep on the surface, but this is right here. This is where everything we've been talking about actually shows up, because this is the part nobody celebrates. There's no big moment here, no breakthrough clip, no highlight, just showing up and doing the job, doing the thing and doing what matters, because that's what this is all about. And this is where most people get disconnected from their own progress. They think that the work has to feel important. They think that it has to feel big, but most of the actual moves you're making in life, they're small, repeatable, and honestly, kind of boring. And that's not a bad thing. That's where stability comes from. This is what execution looks like in real life. Not something isolated, controlled moment where everything is perfect, but layered into everything else where you've already got things going on. You're busy, you've got responsibilities, things aren't always clean or organized, but you still move, you still follow through. That's discipline. You're not separating yourself from life, you're building into it. Because if your system only works when everything is perfect, it doesn't work. If your habits only show up when you feel like it, they're not habits. They're preferences. And preferences disappear when things get inconvenient. Standards don't. That's why this matters. This right here, prepping meals, taking care of something ahead of time, putting in effort now makes the week smoother later. This is alignment. This is thinking forward. This is reducing the friction before it can even show up. And that applies to everything. Your work, your creativity, your goals and energy. You don't just react to your week, you prepare for it. You build systems that support you instead of constantly starting from zero. And that's how momentum actually holds. It's not about action, it's about setting up. It's about making the next move easier before you even get there. And the people who get this right, they don't look like they're doing anything crazy. They just look consistent. They look steady. They look like they've got their shit together. But what you're really seeing is preparation stacked over time. That's the edge. So yeah, this might look like a side quest, just grilling, just getting things ready, just taking care of something simple, but it's the foundation. This allows everything else I run on to run smoother, cleaner, and stronger. This is how I support the version of myself that I said I was becoming. Not with big speeches, but with small follow-through. A little turn here, a little turn there, and it all cooks the way it's supposed to. Same as life. So if you're building momentum, don't just focus on the big moves. Look at what you can set up today to make tomorrow easier. Look at what you can handle now that removes friction later. Because discipline is not about intensity, it's about integration. It's about building a life where doing the right thing becomes doing the easier thing. And when you get that right, everything else starts to fall into place, because it's not easy, it's because you made it easier. Take that lesson, move forward, and I'll see you tomorrow for Coffee with Dubs.